Good morning. Welcome to the Daily Squeeze, take 167. I can't believe the numbers are getting up so high. I really enjoy coming on and what some may say spit my shit and what some may say as having a chat with you. It's Wednesday. It's the topic for this week is kind of stress and de-stressing. I've talked a lot about setting goals and, you know me, I love to journal, write it all out, figure out what it is that I need to do, take action, get it done, feel good. Life's not always that easy though, is it? I woke up so thirsty today. So thirsty. I've probably drank a liter already and it's not even 9. I guess that's kind of normal, but just could keep going. So just right now I'm just drinking warm lemon water. I love our new kettle because it doesn't just boil to 100. I don't like hot drinks, so I love it that it can go to like 50 degrees or 60 degrees. So that's how Mark and or myself will make my teas, my green tea or my lemon water. It's fabulous. And then obviously the coffee comes next, and that's through the coffee machine, which it's still not on hot, so it's perfect. Here comes Mrs. Ruby as well. So stress sometimes can get in the way of getting shit done. Like even this morning, a small little stress, like why Roomba is supposed to go off at 9 o'clock. So it's usually like a minute or two late. I think it's per Mark's phone. So if it goes off, I'm going to be very happy. If it doesn't, I'm going to be a bit stressed because what's wrong with it? It doesn't look like it's charging. We had this massive storm last night. It was amazing. The lightning, the thunder. Oh my goodness, I have not heard storms like this since in the States. Yeah, I just remember thinking in Brisbane, like when I lived down there, and even in Mackay, like you just don't get the thunder and lightning like I was used to kind of back in the States. And I grew up kind of scared of it until I actually was at a sleepover at a friend's house one night with Sarah, and she was just laying in bed and she was just like, oh, that was a good one. Every time the thunder rolled, she was like, yeah, that was a good one. Oh, that was a good one. And then you'd see the lightning flash and she'd be like, get ready, it's going to be a good one. And it was just so calming that I just started to love storms. So last night, this storm is going off. Buddy's laying there, chill, like whatever. If you guys aren't worried, I'm not worried. Ruby, there was 2 really good thunder rolls. And what do you call it? Thunder rolls. I just, the country song, the thunder rolls, the lightning strikes. Anyway, she ran under the bed. I think one time, like it really got her, like where she kind of said, hey, I'm scared, I need to be under something and I'll just chill out. But Morph, the puppy, who turned 11 months old yesterday, he was not happy. He was scared. He wanted to see where it was coming from. He was shaking. Mark babied him a little bit, where I threw a towel over him and was like, you're right. I love my doggies, but I also don't want him to be scared. Where Mark started to baby him and he pretty much slept on Mark. I took so many photos. It was the cutest thing, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to share them because Mark was sleeping, so they're not the best photos. But they were just so real and so cute. I should send them to him today to remind him. But yeah, like Morph, just that little bit of love and being baby during the storm, like he latched on to Mark like no tomorrow. So he was really, really stressed. And then Mark, he was falling asleep and Morph was like right there tucked in his armpit, like this massive puppy. But then Mark was getting really warm and he was just like, oh, we need to turn the aircon on, the fan on. The power was like flashing in and out and stuff, so it was really interesting. I am worried that a beep we heard was like Roomba overheating or blowing a fuse or something, so let's cross our fingers that that's not the case. However, not looking good, is it? So in order to de-stress, there's a lot of different things to do. Like Morph, he needed some love, he needed kind of comfort. For me, I need to know what the next step is. Like I'm definitely that problem solver. Like, all right, this has happened, how do we fix it? I don't like to do it's going. Yay! Now I have to go turn it off because, well, we don't really want to hear that. It says it's on a full charge, which is lovely, but earlier it was saying that it had no charge at all, so right on. Love it. Oh, that makes me so happy. De-stress. Notice how my shoulders just like... So there's comfort for people who are stressed. There is problem solving. And then there's a lot of blame as well. When people get stressed, instead of solving the issue, they like to blame. I notice this a lot working in government. It's like, this happened, who did it? Well, no, they were trying their best. Everyone always tries their best, unless they're being very manipulative, which people normally aren't. So, during the blame game and the shame and blame game, that's not really supporting people, lifting them up, or helping them move forward. So the biggest thing you can do is go into problem solve mode. All right, this happened. It is here. We want to get it to here. What can we do for these steps to get it to there? Like, how can we resolve this quickly, effectively, efficiently? That's what it's about. So when you are de-stressed, it's really important to figure out what's stressing you and figure out, this is a stress, this is where you want to get to. A very big, lovely way to deal with this is, oops, it's going to fall off the desk, is self-care. So it's knowing where you stand in your head space, where you stand in your heart space, and allowing yourself to give yourself time to always rest, relax, recharge, however that works for you. And be able to get through the situations. I think the more we take care of ourselves, the less stress actually stresses us. Does that make sense? Yesterday I had a massive day. I had client calls, I had sales calls, I had some other very interesting calls going on, but that wasn't what I expected of my day. I really expected to get into Birthday Bonanza, which is coming up soon. Woo-hoo. Watch this space. You'll see all my photos of my leopard shawl thingy and my daisy earrings. Watch for those, and then you'll know something's about to happen, and or I'm making an announcement or something. But yeah, that's what I thought my day was going to be yesterday. And it wasn't. It was this big, everything was happening. And as it all happened, I am quite organized with my notepads. If you've ever worked with me, you'll know that it's kind of, this is what's happening, this is what the actions are, cross it off, get going. So yesterday, that's what it was. It was call, actions, action, the actions, call, action, action, the actions, and some kind of overlapped. But as long as I had my list, I got through the day. I was exhausted. In order to kind of let it go, what I did was I cooked dinner. Like, I love being in the kitchen. I had a new recipe I wanted to try. Mark was lovely and got all the ingredients over the weekend when he did a shop. And it wasn't like, all right, this is exactly what I'm going to do. This is going to relax me. It just kind of flowed yesterday. I needed a break from what I was doing. I knew I needed to change up my headspace because it was just not getting overwhelming. But when you have a really big day, when you pretty much do like a 10-hour day in a good 5 hours, it's just, It's an amazing feeling and it's such a high, but I also know that I don't like to stay in that high mode too often. I like to come back down and get ready for, you know, Mark to come home, some plays with the boys, some cuddles with Rubes on the couch, and a chill night. Like, I love my chill night. I love to shower, get up off the couch, shower, be in bed reading by a certain time, and then love my sleep. So I got in the kitchen and I just started working. My computer needed to be charged. I think that was the cue to change it up. My computer was pretty much dead. I was working in the kitchen because, well, that's normally where I sit and do my lives. I love that little space. It's perfect. Side note, because I always do side notes, a story within a story within a story. There you go again. Our office is coming. Our office is coming. Wait till next week. Wait till next week. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. I keep telling Mark we need to clear all this crap out of here. We need to get ourselves sorted. I would love to like clean the walls, dust it off. Probably not going to happen because I don't want to do that. I'd love for it to be done though. It'll happen. So had to charge the computer, brought the computer in here because this is where I charge it. And then I do like to work in here, don't get me wrong. It's just when the space is complete, we have designed our own little office to share this room because we're used to our own kind of bedrooms in the house for our offices. So when that's going to be done, which is sometime next week, I'm very excited. We just have to pick out new handles for the cupboards. I hate little stuff like that. Someone do it for me. But I came in, set my computer down, and I could have done so many other things, still work related, but nothing was so important that I had to keep myself busy. Because it was, you know, yesterday how I talked about busy or productive, and I decided to keep myself productive all day. So I have these goals that I want to achieve, and what are the things I need to do that will most likely get me to those goals. Not necessarily the everyday things and stuff that keep you busy. So yeah, it was just ticking boxes yesterday, and it was really good. And then to come down from that kind of high of getting so much stuff done, charged the computer, went into the kitchen, pulled up the recipe that I found on the book face, just something different. It was actually like a Korean beef and rice dish or something, but I more wanted to try the sauce because I like to try new things. And I thought it would be something Mark would really like too, because I knew he was hoping for a rain day yesterday, and it was hot and sticky and yucky, and he worked all day. And it was a long day. So I got in the kitchen, started cooking up, and I was just happy to do something really nice for me and for Mark. And it ended up being a lovely night, but it was that kind of little behavior change. I could have stayed a little bit heightened, and you know, the stress would have oh, I have to do this. We had dinner, we chilled out. I still got back on my computer. I probably worked till 8, which is a lot later than I want to. So then the shower, the reading pushed everything back. So I may have had a bit of a sleep in today, but that happens. So self-care is really important. So taking time to do the things you love. I love cooking, love it. Wednesday today is my self-care day. I did a full body scrub in the shower, a full face scrub. I had my eye masks on earlier. I probably should have taken a photo, but I just chilled out, you know, drinking lots of water, using my favorite cup, little things making me smile. That is self-care. Next week I think I'm going to try and do another float at the float studio. With birthday bonanza, that means my birthday is around, so I'm thinking there's going to be maybe a little pampering going on because a friend has told me to block out a day, which would be lovely. And little things like, you know, whatever makes you happy, whether it's cooking, whether it's going for a walk, whether it's a good workout to, like, you know, a workout while you're stressed is really good. Just get those endorphins flowing, think positive, know that you can push yourself, and knowing that you can push yourself through a workout really helps to help de-stress and just prioritize and get shit done. If you are a procrastinator, it's a whole different story. We'll talk about that soon. In saying all that, I'm going to love you and leave you today. Some really good things to think about for self-care is what makes you happy. What did you used to do when you were a kid And can you do that now? So it's understanding who you are, what makes you happy, and implementing. All about doing. Happier, healthier lifestyle is not just wishing you could do this or wanting to be able to do something new. It is just taking action. So if you want to learn how to take action and you want someone to hold yourself accountable, remember, I do free Happier, Healthier You strategy sessions. That's really I can see the camera and it's really distracting to me. But the free strategy sessions are kind of about what your goals are, about what I do and how I can help hold you accountable to reach those goals, because that's what life is all about. It's about finding that balance, that integration of keeping happy, healthy, and doing the things we need to do, like work, always being there for people and family in our life, and allowing some time for us as well. Okay, I'm gonna go have coffee now. I will love you, leave you, talk to you tomorrow. Bye.